And we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the podcast. Of course, the topic of the hour. I think the topic on everyone's agenda is the Nintendo Switch. Just got through watching that press conference. Yeah, I guess it was a press conference. Oh, we found out some really good stuff. Got the launch date, system price. Well, most of the games I think we'd already seen, and then we saw some new ones. Found out about more about the controllers. Found out about like how they're gonna do the online. I thought that part was pretty interesting. So yeah, we're gonna talk about a whole bunch of stuff. You over there, Tevin? You hear me?
I can hear you
You
fine.
there? What do you want to talk about first? The first thing on the agenda.
Before we jump into the Nintendo news,
Sure.
I just want to point out, of course, because of how your luck works, I can see your picture on the Hangout call, but I can't see your picture on the stream.
Yeah, that's that's fine. I can live with that.
I know. It's just hilarious to me. I was like, oh, it doesn't want to work on stream.
Yeah,
That's great.
Yeah, like I said, I can't see it at all. That's why I thought it wasn't working to begin with. But yeah, that's fine. I can live with it. Yeah.
You just want to go ahead and dive into the price first, or you want to dive into the paying for online?
We get about price or launch date, either one. We can do.
Well, I mean, they go hand in hand. So the Switch is gonna come out March 3rd, dropping at $299.99, so $300, which is kind of interesting because I think everyone had kind of bought into the rumor that it was gonna drop at $250. I know I had seen numerous sources for like months predict $250, $250, $250. I think someone leaked that Best Buy said it was gonna be $250 like earlier this week. So it's interesting that it's coming out at $300.
Yeah, I figured it was going to be around that price. A lot of people were hoping like maybe 150 since
Oh no, it'll never be that.
since it's supposed to be like this handheld thing. So people are like maybe they'll go cheap this time, make it 150. But yeah, I saw $200, $300 coming.
Well, I mean, I knew it wasn't going to be that low because I'm pretty sure the retail price for a new Nintendo 3DS XL is like 200, like
Right, yeah.
in store. I mean, I've been telling people this for a while. I liked it better at 250. I'll still probably get it at 300, but just 250 felt like, okay, it's sort of a discount console. I don't mind buying this in addition to already owning like my PS4. But even at 300, it's not terrible. It could have been like 5.
Yeah, 250 would have been a good middle price. You know what? After seeing all the technology they got in those Joy Cons, I'm thinking that's why the price is what it is.
Yeah, I know somebody else pointed out like 300 is not bad because that's considering that's about what you would have paid for a Wii U like yesterday. Like if you're gonna go in store and buy a Wii U if they still had one, it costs about that. I don't remember what the original Wii debuted at, but I feel like it was pretty close to that.
250. I want to say 250. My brain is telling me 250, but I might be wrong. I believe it was 250 though.
Yeah, it was like 250. I just googled it real quick.
I mean, besides the price, I was shocked. March 3rd, 2017. I was thinking maybe summer, if not winter. I mean, that's less than 2 months. That's crazy.
I think we had already kind of known it was going to be March. I don't think anyone knew when. I would have figured it would have been closer to the end of March, getting into like the April time, but March 3rd seems really early. A little shaky with the amount of units they're going to have, though.
I mean, that always seems to be the case when Nintendo releases a new console.
They're really bad at that.
I don't know if they do it on purpose or I don't know if they ever learned their lesson that people are going to want.
I feel like they do. I think it's a lot of like artificial scarcity so they can boast, well, we sold all of our units for like the first launch month.
Yeah,
because they do this with pretty much everything you want to buy, like the Black Friday 3DSs, the Amiibos, Wii U's in general, the original Wii, like they really get off on we sold everything because we just don't have that much.
Yeah, I personally think it's the same thing. Like, yeah, they're just trying to build up the hype by having a certain supply of Switches. That's why I'm telling
you. It's a great
people.
way to build that.
True that.
Build the pre-orders because you're gonna pre-order assuming you can't get one because you really won't. Like, I already feel if I don't pre-order and just plunk down the 300 when it comes out, I'm probably not gonna have one for like the first 4 or 5 months it's out.
Yeah, I'm telling people just pre-order as soon as possible. Like, there's no reason not to. If you really want it, there's no reason not to. Yeah, you're no doubt gonna have to.
I mean, speaking of that, I feel like it was really weird that they didn't announce a U.S. pre-order date. I know Europe mentioned that they were gonna have one like just starting January 21st. You can pre-order, but I don't think the U.S. actually got a pre-order date.
I'm sure we'll hear it soon. That is kind of weird, but I mean, we did get a launch date, so I'm sure we're gonna hear a pre-order date at some point in time. What's up, NeoSpark12 in the chat? Welcome to the podcast, man. Welcome.
What's up? What's up?
So we covered the launch date. March
Before we
3rd.
go any further,
Go ahead.
everyone, everyone that has any questions, please drop in the chat. We'll try to get to them as we can.
Of course, of course.
NeoSpark pointed out only Japan got a pre-order date. I mean, I could see that coming. I just thought it was really weird that with America being such a big market that we didn't get one. But I mean, it's a Japanese company. We're not entitled to
I'm not
release
too
date.
worried about it. Like I said, I'm pretty sure we'll hear something within the next couple of days. Not too big a deal to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, we covered the launch date, March 3rd, 2017, in case anyone missed it. System price $300, $299.99.
I don't know what that converts to in any other country, but I'm sure if you want to convert that out of US dollars.
Yeah, I'm not good with the the conversions. So yeah, we heard about the online service. Of course, they showed off the controllers a lot today. They wanted to drive that point home that these are not just things you use to control the games. They have a lot more features.
I like the little hand wrist attachments they did for it. I'm still not completely sold on the Joy-Con. Like, I don't really foresee myself taking it off the unit and using it unless I absolutely have to. I kind of like the idea of it being sort of a handheld, and then when I take it home, just dropping it onto the little adapter.
I mean, I'm just not. I mean, I'm not excited for it for the simple fact it's just not a regular controller. Like it's got. I kind of like some of the features on it, like that camera they had. It looks like it still has the motion controls. That HD rumble thing was actually pretty cool. But at the end of the day, it's just not a regular controller. Like that's what bothers me the most.
I mean, Nintendo's gonna be gimmicky. Apparently, that's just the only thing they can do now. I guess I'll deal with it. Like, I'm not thrilled about it, but the fact that they give me ways to like get around it, I'll deal.
Yeah,
Neospark asked what we're most excited about. Do you want to do that now, or you want to hold off most excited till a little bit later?
let's save that for later.
Yeah.
because
tease.
I want to. That's right. I want to save that for later. We will absolutely get to that in a bit. But well, I mean, I guess it's nice the controllers come in different colors.
I'm still not happy about that. Like, I saw it and I was instantly like, are they gonna be that color? And then when he announced, oh, they'll be in like color, form, or gray, I just decided immediately.
Well, it's weird that it's not just
gray.
all red or all blue. Like you get one red, one blue, or gray.
I guess it's supposed to push this whole like Switch idea and like, oh, player one, player two. It's like, but I just want gray.
I guess it's just really tacky to me.
I don't want anything. Yeah, exactly. I'm
it's
like,
really tacky. But,
or if you're gonna do that, like, why is the console itself still gray if it's for that one? Like, go for a white console and like the red and blue controllers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's just the controllers in general. Like I said, that HD rumble thing, and then it's got the motion camera. So you can, I guess they were saying something you can share stuff to social media. That sounds pretty exciting, but otherwise, yeah, I'm still not 100% sold on the controllers.
I mean, I don't think I ever will be until I get my hands on them and like get used to using them.
Exactly. All right.
Speaking of sharing, I had heard that there's rumors that they're gonna have more integration with like recording of video. So maybe they're finally gonna let you start like streaming and sharing things without being all anal about it.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, that's what I was getting to about that camera and the. I think it was the camera and the Joy-Con. Yeah, something about sharing gameplay. So yeah, and they're doing the esports thing. So I wouldn't be shocked if you could just stream natively.
Well, I mean, because Nintendo's always typically been a little protective of like streaming and sharing of their content.
Like
they start shutting down videos instantly.
Like they don't make enough money off their content that no one else can. Like
I can already see like, oh, you can record your video, but then we have to submit it to our network, and you have to decide if you can actually put it on YouTube. It's like no. Or no, Nintendo is going to be some like Nintendo video service you can only watch on the Switch, and that's the only place you can send your recording to.
I hope not. That sounds very awful, but it also sounds very Nintendo-ish. So we'll have to put a little faith in them. I hope. Let's see. You guys don't like the Pro controller?
Oh no, it's the opposite. I love the Pro controller. I don't like the Joy-Cons that come with the actual unit.
My issue is that it doesn't come with the Pro controller. If it came with the Pro controller, I wouldn't even care about the Joy-Con because like, I just feel the Joy-Con is really gimmicky versus the Pro Controller is an actual controller. So if they bundled that in with the Switch, like I'm saying, it wouldn't even be that big a deal. But the fact that
They're
they're
gonna have to
not and selling it separate, just it really bothers me.
if they're gonna do esports, they're gonna have to do it like for a really low price because nobody's gonna play Splatoon with the Joy-Con controllers and like seriously compete.
Like I'm telling you,
Pro controller out there and you're gonna play.
like let's say Smash gets ported, nobody's gonna play Smash with the Joy-Con.
No, you're not playing Smash with these. You're gonna put the Pro controller on. Like if Smash ever gets released or like a new release or re-release, then it's probably gonna come bundled with at least one Pro controller.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. If not, if they don't just reuse the adapter, the GameCube
Oh
adapter.
yeah,
I mean.
GameCube adapter. Man, it's because Smash players still love their GameCube controllers.
I mean, look, I am a Smash player. It's like the only way to play that game. Like it was made, Smash was made for that controller. When you play on anything else, it's weird.
N64. N64 controller.
Oh,
That's
man,
all you
no,
need.
that controller. Man. I don't like that. I don't like playing Smash 64 on that controller. It's so weird because I played GameCube first, and I played that religiously for years, and then I played Smash on the 64, and it's just like so bizarre.
See, that was the other way around. I started with the 64 and then got the GameCube like when it launched. I was like, what is this? Why are there not weird points on my controller? Where's my trigger button at?
Well, to each his own, I guess. Well, I think what was the weird thing about that game? Jumping. I forget how jump works in the. Is it on the C stick? Can you jump with the C stick?
Yeah, jumping is C buttons. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that was weird to me. I guess that was. I mean, that whole controller is just very weird. So maybe they had something to do with it too.
It was a different time.
It was a different time. All right, let's get back on topic here. Speaking of controllers, the console comes with. Well, they said what it comes with, so you got the two Joy-Cons. That was nice that they give you two. I guess it would be weird if they gave you one, considering what they're trying to do. But I don't know. I thought it was a nice touch that you got two.
I mean, I feel like that's just part of like the Switch. Like when you look at the Switch, it's got to have the two sides, otherwise you're kind of screwed.
I mean, those seem like expensive products, and I think that's why the price tag is so high. But anyway, I think that was nice that they gave you two. So you get the wrist straps, Joy-Con grip, the nasty little thing, Nintendo Switch dock, HDMI cable, AC adapter, pretty standard stuff. Notice the Pro controller is missing again. But I mean,
I like how they like added AC adapter like it was a perk.
Like it was a perk. Like it comes.
But then you remember the new Wii U's don't have an adapter with them to charge.
3DS
like,
don't come with it either. So I
mean, not Wii U. I mean the 3DS. The Wii U comes with the adapter, but yeah, the 3DS doesn't come with the charging cable. So you're like, oh wait, that is a perk.
I guess in Nintendo's eyes, that is absolutely a perk. You can plug it into the mains. Exciting.
You can plug it in and actually like charge your stuff.
That is so exciting. What were your first impression of ARMS? We will get to that when we get to the games. I was going to talk about that game.
Maybe you could fill me in because I kind of overslept, and I like the first thing I saw was 1-2 switch. So I got there when they were doing the cowboy stuff, and I was like, "What is this on my screen? Am I dreaming still? Is this a real thing?" Like, I was only like 15 minutes late. What did I miss in like the first 15 minutes?
Yeah, we can talk about ARMS. You want to talk about the games now, then?
Let me make sure. I'm going down to make sure we don't have anything. I mean, as far as hardware capabilities, we kind of knew the battery. We knew the battery deal, 2.5 to 6 hours, depending on what your settings are.
That kind of bummed me out because, I understand, but at the same time, if you're going to advertise as a handheld, like, that's not great. I mean, 6 hours, if you're on the train or something, you're doing a road trip, I guess it'll hold you. But I mean,
I don't know what the 3DS's is because I feel like it's only like 8 or 10. I don't think it's that long.
I think it's something like that, yeah.
2.5 to 6 is like it's a standard length of like a tablet. So if you're like watching Netflix on your tablet or something, you probably get about that.
That's all right. I mean, but I guess that goes into that kind of technology. Like everything gets stronger, but the batteries stay the same. So everything gets your battery in 2 seconds. So like that.
I guess their whole point is hopefully you're not like marathon gaming this for like 6 hours on the road.
I mean, yeah, that would be weird. Like that would be the worst time. Like, what are you gonna stream with the thing in your hand? I mean, it's supposed to be a home console. They seem to have stressed that in the press conference that it's a home console that you can play on the go versus it's both. So I guess that battery life's all right.
They say it's USB-C charge cable, so like I said, I'm hoping you can like charge it with like phone power banks or stuff like that. They're supposed to have like charge on the go accessories, so you'll be able to keep it going. Yeah, that's exactly, Neil Spark. They announced that there's probably going to be some portable battery accessories, so you should be able to like charge it on the go.
I believe that thing's also a touchscreen. So
They've neglected to really talk about that. Like, I'm pretty
I
sure it is, but
I
they
have it
don't
in my
really.
notes, and so I'm assuming
Yeah,
they must have said it because yeah, it's also a touchscreen. I don't
yeah.
really.
Maybe I
Eh.
missed it, but
And then still got the motion controls. Yeah. Oh yeah, and you can connect 8 of them at the same time. So if you have
they're
8
really big
friends,
on this. I could see it being useful. So maybe some type of weird 8-man FIFA or something, or if you're playing like 2K, you can go like 5-on-5 or something like that.
kind of think of it like
4-on-4,
like if
like
you're having like a
core.
little LAN party.
Yeah,
Everyone brings their console over. I mean, this is wireless though.
it's gonna work for like Mario Kart and stuff like
Oh,
that.
for sure. Yeah.
Splatoon, 8-man Splatoon.
I mean, it's also nice because you're getting console games on that little handheld, so like you don't even have to bring the whole system. You can just
Can we
bring
talk
that
about
thing.
like they really did not want to discuss what this game is going to be? Like, is it a cartridge? Like, what's it look like? They showed off the box a little bit, and it's really small. It's almost 3DS size, but they didn't want to talk anything about whether they're using cartridges or what the cartridges look like, what the
I thought it
storage
was
is.
confirmed they were using cartridges.
I
Like,
think it's confirmed, but there's like no news. Like nobody actually knows like how big the cartridge is supposed to be, like how much space they'll hold.
aren't they about 3DS size? I swear we've seen the cartridges. They're like.
I feel like we haven't yet. I think we saw like a mock-up, but I don't think anyone's actually seen the cartridge yet.
Might be right.
And they're not really trying to show off anything about it. I just thought that was interesting. Like you're having your big release, like come out and like at least be like, yo, yeah, we are using cartridges. This is the deal. This is what they look like. This is how much space they hold.
Maybe it's the
Like
stigma.
let people make those decisions.
Yeah, maybe it's the stigma of using cartridges. You know, they know how. Yeah, they were in the trailer, weren't they? That's what I said. I swore in the trailer he puts in a cartridge in the Switch, and that's how you play it. Like, I swear we had seen
I say it's in the trailer. I don't think we've seen it in person.
Jasmine is in the stream. Hello, Jasmine. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome. I can live with cartridges because they seem to be able to make the same games. So if I can say
only if they are of a decent size, because I can point out like I just downloaded GTA 5 on my PS4 a little bit ago, and that was like a 60 gig base install. So if you've got like a 128 gig cartridge, that's beautiful. But like, if we're still out here trying to do like 32 gig cartridges,
first and foremost, if the thing just doesn't install the damn thing to the Switch's hard drive, it's already better than like the PS4, for example. So like,
that is true.
I mean, those games just force you to install that stuff. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it doesn't force you to do that, and the cartridges can hold it, then you should be fine.
Hopefully, because I think it's only releasing with like a base 32 gigs like hard drive.
And they're saying the game cards, it should be big enough to hold like a single side Blu-ray game.
Okay, I mean, if that's the case and it actually works like that, with maybe they found like really good compression to work with.
I'm very curious to see how that technology works. Like, how do they get these games on?
I mean, if you're gonna have Breath of the Wild look that beautiful and it still be like on a cartridge, like you've got to have some type of secret stuff going on.
Like, that's amazing to me.
All right, do you want to move on to games now?
Oh, there's one big thing that I forgot to mention. There is confirmed no region locking.
Yes, I'm happy with that.
That is fantastic. I mean, I wish the Wii U would have had that. Maybe I would have bought one because there are a lot of games on the Wii U that I wanted, but I refuse to get in English because they got butchered so bad when they get over here. So having no region locking on the Switch is amazing.
I feel like this is something that should become standard throughout the game industry at some point.
I don't get why people still do it. It's like
there's really no reason to.
I think the only real reason is that when a game comes out early somewhere else and that they don't want you importing it from there, and then they lose sales over here. But you could just solve that problem by just releasing the game everywhere at the same time.
I mean, yeah, like other than Pokemon Sun and Moon, I'm pretty sure X and Y had like one worldwide release date or something like that because it all came with the same languages and everything.
I know the older Pokemon games. Like, everybody used to import those because, you know, they want to play them as soon as possible.
Well, yeah, because everybody wants the new ones. But I think in today's day and age, you should be able to worldwide release things. Like, there should be no reason to like, oh, America gets it on this day and Japan has it on this day.
Yeah, I don't get, like, just do it at the same time, right? Just, I don't know.
Like,
do it at the same. Like I said, then you wouldn't have to worry about that. So, I don't know. Maybe that's what they got in store with this announcement. I sort of hope so. Then again, I don't really care as long as there's no region locking in general. I don't really care for the region.
Yeah, now you can play all your Super Robot Wars games.
There you go. I took the words right out of my mouth. Because there's a whole bunch on 3DS that I can't play because and they'll never come out over here. That's what bothers me. Like, I could see if it's a game like I said, they think they're gonna lose sales on the game because it comes out somewhere else earlier. But when the game doesn't even come out over here to begin with, like what the hell are
Yeah.
you region locking for? I can't play this at all unless I go buy another unit specifically for this region. Like that's ridiculous. I shouldn't have to do that. And thankfully with the Switch, I don't have to.
I mean, that's a big bonus right there.
All right, now we can move on to the games.
All right, so do you want to go in order? You just want to jump around? How do you want to do it?
I guess I have some set order, so we can do 1-2 switch.
Okay.
The weird party game. Wait, was that the first game they showed, or was it ARMS?
Nah, 1-2 Switch came before ARMS.
Okay.
Because I woke up around the time 1-2 Switch started, but I saw all of ARMS.
The 1-2 switch, I can't, I can't really describe because it's not that they weren't specific about what the game is, but it's such a bizarre sounding game that it's like hard to like describe. It sounds like it's gonna be a bunch of, I want to say, party games, and you take advantage of the Joy-Con's various features. So I know there's one, and you don't need to look at the screen apparently. Like that, they seem to stress that you don't have to look at the screen. I thought that was weird.
Look at the eyes. Look at the other person's eyes.
Isn't it the point of playing a video game when you look at the screen? So if I'm not looking at the screen, then am I really playing a video game?
To me, it seems like an extension of the tech demo that was like Wii Sports. Like,
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised if 1-2 Switch becomes like one of the most like popular games for the system, where people just want to buy that game and that's
They
it.
just bundle it with it or something.
Well, that was the thing, because they bundled Wii Sports with it, and then it became the game like you almost didn't have to buy another Wii game. You could just play Wii Sports, and then they sold it individually.
Wii Sports was pretty fun. I mean, but you did look at the screen.
Oh, it was flames.
Give Wii Sports that.
Yeah.
Like this stuff.
It was flames. I mean, I didn't get a chance to see everything because they focused on like the draw game, but like everything else was kind of like, oh, look at what we can do here. Look what you can do there. Some of the things seem pretty interesting and fun.
I guess I did look at it, but I was just so like baffled at what this was supposed to be.
You've always wanted to be a cowboy. You always want to quick draw somebody.
I mean, I've always wanted ice shaking in my controller or something like that. Like I was looking, but like I didn't absorb that game. Just didn't look all that interesting. And look, I think the main thing is that once again, it's just a game that takes advantage of gimmicky hardware, and like I personally had enough of that.
So do we know if they're like separately selling it or is it bundled with the?
I have no idea yet. They just announced.
I don't think they talked about it. If it's bundled, I'll be excited. If I have to pay for it, I'm not buying it.
I mean, right? That's the kind of game person on the show. I'm just gonna look past it. I mean, it just sounds really gimmicky. But
if it doesn't come with it, it's no point to it.
Sounds like it's just made to show off what the Joy-Con can do.
Yeah.
Like all its little pretty
all
features.
the little functions it can do.
So I mean, I'm gonna move on to ARMS because that's the more interesting game. ARMS is a very weird fighting game where you control it with the Joy-Con. It seems to have some motion control. So basically, if you're holding the Joy-Con and you punch forward, the character punches forward. And all the characters have like these Inspector Gadget arms where they can stretch and punch people from across the screen. And so, from what I've seen from the gameplay, the main strategy seems to be, dodging, weaving, trying to land a hit on somebody.
It's just it's like Wii Boxing meets Mega Man meets I don't even know, but it looked interesting.
That's what I'm saying. I was kind of divided because a part of me was like, it looked pretty interesting, but the other part was like, can you control it without the gimmicky motion control? Because as a fighting game player myself, I don't want to play a fighting game with motion control. That's awful. I don't know if you've ever played Castlevania Judgment on Wii, but that game has like nothing but motion controls, and it's awful. It's an awful fighting game. So I'm wondering if you have to use motion controls, or if there's going to be some default controller themes, so you could use like an arcade stick, for example.
I'm not sure. Part of the game, or at least what I could see from like the trailer, part of its like uniqueness is in that it has motion control. So the guy throws a punch, then twists his wrist, and like the character's wrist moves and twists with the punch too. So,
I mean, it would be interesting if I'm so over motion control. Like there's such a gimmick to me, especially if it's in a fighting game. I mean, it just kind of ruins it for me. But I mean, like I said, we'll have to see if you can control some other way. Besides the controls, the actual gameplay itself looks very interesting.
I'll put in for that one. I'm pretty sure I put in like 1,000 hours on Wii Boxing at one point. So like that was my game. So I'm pretty sure ARMS I'll get into. Really surprised that it wasn't like a punch out game, to be honest, especially because they're trying to like revive Little Mac. But
I mean, they seem to just keep making new IPs, which isn't necessarily a problem. It's just yeah, I mean, yeah, it could have been a Punch Out game.
Little Mac, back to the back with you. Like you got your little shine for the Wii version of Punch Out, and now you're in Smash Brothers. But yeah, you gotta go back. You gotta go back now. Back to the back of the drawing board.
But yeah, it could have been a Punch Out game. But whatever. I guess they're going for a new IP.
I mean, I'm fine with it. I just thought they should have done something with the Punch Out license, but who knows? Maybe he'll show up as like a DLC character or something.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You know what, Arms, we gotta keep our eye on that. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Neo Spark 12. He brings up an interesting point that game would be unplayable. Like if you're in a car, how the hell do you play that game? Like you got the controller flying everywhere, and you're
that's the other thing.
I see your mom's car when you're trying to play.
Well, no, that's the other thing I think is going to be sort of a downfall of the Switch. I think there's going to be a set of games that are for on the go, and a set of games that are you can play them at parties. So like ARMS seems like one of those games that are going to be like, oh, you could play this on the go, but by on the go we mean take it somewhere else, set it down, and play it.
You can solve that problem just by having default controls. Give me more. If you don't just do motion controls, just have controller controls, then you can still play it on the go. And it'll probably be superior because motion controls are stupid, but
that's expecting Nintendo to actually like mess with options and do things for the fans.
I don't know. I think Smash is the only game where like it's like so sacred they'll never just put in motion only controls. Like people will riot if that happened.
Well, yeah, could that be their esports presence gone? Like right there, like Evo's like you can't bring that game anymore.
You can't come to us. All right, let's move on to the next game. Splatoon 2. That's right, Splatoon 2. Not some remaster, not an HD update. The sequel. I thought that was pretty crazy. When they showed the Switch trailer to begin with, I just assumed they were just porting it to the Switch, which would have been awesome. But to have a whole sequel, that's pretty good.
Oh yeah, I thought it was gonna just be a port, but yeah, when they dropped the 2 on there, I was like, okay. I didn't even play the first one that much, mostly because I just didn't have a Wii U, so like my time was limited to like when I was back home and playing it with someone else. But I'm excited. I've always loved the concept of Splatoon. I'm not like a huge shooter player, so like to see something that looks kind of fun.
I mean, I like that. It's the same deal with Overwatch. Like I'm not a shooter guy, and Overwatch appeals to me. And when I first saw Splatoon, I was like, that's a very interesting idea. Like nobody's dying, you're just shooting at ink at people. But it's still like a team-based kind of game.
Yeah, I mean, it's their esports baby, so like that and Smash Bros. Are supposed to carry them into the next generation.
Yeah, I wonder how Splatoon's gonna work in esports.
I think, well, in the trailer, at least, it was screen for each person. Everybody docked in and just started playing.
Man, it'd be easier just to have like 8 controllers, but okay. Like just versus having like 8 different consoles. That's the thing about the Switch to me. Like, can you plug up 2 Pro controllers to it and do multiplayer like that? Because I don't want to have to do my Switch every time I want to play a multiplayer game with someone.
I assume so. I think it'll work sort of like how you can attach like 8 Joy-Cons. I assume you can do the same thing with Pro controllers.
Fair enough. Okay, so you 300 hours on Splatoon. so he definitely knows.
He knows a thing or two about the game there.
Stuff. I mean, yeah, to get a sequel. I mean, when did Splatoon come out? Like what year?
Splatoon's only like 2-3 years old, right?
Yeah, right. To get a sequel that fast, that's pretty.
I mean, it's one of those games. I think they had to though, because they promised to do these little updates, and I feel like they really fell to the wayside with those.
I don't think it got as big as they thought it was, because I think they were thinking like not necessarily on the level of Call of Duty, but somewhere similar. Like this is our version of a first person.
Splatoon is like a year and a half old. It came out May 2015.
Not first person, third person. Excuse me, but I mean that's just nice that it's getting a sequel. But from what I've heard, everyone loves the game. So like,
oh yeah, it's super fun. Like it's one of the games that I can see like really. It's not gonna move the console, but people will play it. Like it's gonna do really good numbers.
I think Nintendo thinks it's gonna move the console. Like they think it's a bigger IP than like it is, but
no. What'll move the console is like a decent Metroid Prime again and like a new Star Fox. That'll move the console. That'll move some consoles. I mean, like a Star Fox that doesn't suck.
Right, I was like, after that last Star Fox we got, Star Fox Zero indeed.
Give it a 0, more like.
I mean, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, so there you go, Neosparks. Splatoon 2 will move the Switch for me. I think some people will buy it just for Splatoon 2, But I think those are going to be fans that are already like Splatoon fans. I'm looking at like things that'll move people to like just buy the console in general. Like, oh, I don't play anything. I skip the Wii U, but I'll get in and play the Switch.
I got a game that will move that console. How about Super Mario Odyssey?
Oh man, a good Mario again, like one that makes me feel like Super Mario Sunshine instead of like shitty Mario Galaxies.
Now, was that some sort of open world thing, or is it like set levels? I mean, it's kind of hard to tell from the trailer if those were like levels or like if that's some sort of open world thing. If it is open world, that is pretty dark.
I think it's open world, but with like different regions. So he's got the city area, he's got the jungle area. I think it's going to be completely open for like the areas, but there's probably going to be some type of quick travel or loading screen to get to like different places.
Okay. Yeah, when they were first showing it, the first thing that went in my mind was like Grand Theft Auto Mario. Like, what is it?
I mean, my thing was like, why did they change the name of the city? I'm pretty sure like Mario can be from New York. Like you could have just made it New York.
Accent.
Like we've already established Mario is an Italian plumber. Like Italy exists somewhere.
Oh, he was Mexican. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, he probably could. He could just be from straight up Brooklyn or something.
Like I feel like original like Jumpman was from like New York.
But I mean, the game looks really interesting. It's got the range cap in the game.
I haven't wanted to play a Mario game since the GameCube era, and I actually want to go buy this one and play it.
You know, the Galaxy games were pretty good, but
they were good, but I feel like I didn't really get into them.
Yeah.
As much as I did like 64 and Sunshine.
Do not mention Sunshine because Jasmine hates that game with unbridled passion. She despises that goddamn game.
Where does Sunshine hurt her?
I'm not too fond of it either, but it's all right as the Mario game goes. Yeah, I also found it weird on Neo Spark 12 that there were human beings in the background, like just real full-sized, normal proportioned human beings. I was like,
and yet it felt better than all the Sonic games that tried to have humans in them.
Well, I feel like because Mario is at least human, Sonic is some giant blue mutant hedgehog, and it just doesn't make any sense that nobody's freaking out and running away from him. Like if anything, Mario was like a midget or something.
I was saying it was interesting that Mario was like normal size, like Mario. But yeah, there's like full-sized humans. They didn't try to do the whole like Kingdom Hearts thing where he changes based on what world he's in or anything like that.
Exactly. I mean, so that's pretty. That makes me wonder: is there a real world in Mario, or is he just transported to some sort of real world scenario?
I assume there's got to be because the Mushroom Kingdom like exists, but there's probably got to be like a real world too. Otherwise, there'd be no Italy, which we've already established he's from.
He's Mushroom Kingian. He's not.
Where's Luigi at is my question. Why is there no Luigi in game, in the trailer somewhere? Give me my man Luigi somewhere.
Maybe he's unlockable.
The disrespect. I don't care if it's not the year of Luigi anymore. It's the disrespect.
Every year is the year of Luigi.
It should be.
Every year.
Why is there no Super Luigi Odyssey?
I don't play Mario in Smash. I play Luigi. Don't touch that red guy.
Luigi.
All right, I guess I can move on to the next game, Xenoblade 2. So,
in this game,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was like, in this game where you can tell it's Xenoblade from the minute they start the trailer.
Yeah, I was like Xenoblade.
And then they oversold it at the end, like, oh, we're actually gonna stick the red sword in the ground. We're gonna have the thing coming into the sky. Like, if you didn't know this was Xenoblade, you know now.
Now is this a sequel to Xenoblade Chronicles or?
I don't know. I assume so. It's Xenoblade Chronicles 2, so I assume it's got to be like a sequel.
Oh, the trailer literally just said Xenoblade. Xenoblade 2, I mean.
I'm looking at cnet.com, and they've got it listed as Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So maybe it is just Xenoblade 2.
You're probably right.
2. I don't actually know.
Yeah, I just quick Google search. Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Then yeah.
Okay.
Well, I didn't really. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was like, because Nintendo's going to completely ignore actual Xenoblade. Like, they said that doesn't exist.
It's non-canon?
It's Chronicles and that's it.
Like, yeah, the trailer called it Xenoblade 2, so I'm thinking, like, what the hell other game was called Xenoblade besides Xenoblade Chronicles?
Well, there's the one on the Wii, wasn't there?
Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles. Yeah, but it's Xenoblade. I mean, the thing just said Xenoblade 2, so I'm like, are they talking about Xenoblade Chronicles 2 or some other game? Like, I don't know. But I mean, okay, but confirm Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I didn't really play much of Xenoblade Chronicles. My sister did, so she would know more about it than I do.
I'm still waiting to get into it. I didn't play it, and when I got the 3DS, I was like, all right, cool, I'll probably pick it up, and I still haven't gotten it yet.
I mean, I got it when they finally released it over here on Wii, and I played like maybe an hour of it. It didn't really catch my interest, so I don't think I ever touched it again.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but this sequel looks pretty good. I'm pretty sure if you did enjoy the first game, you're gonna enjoy the second one, unless they add something really stupid. But yeah.
I mean, I think it'll be good. I'm interested to play it. Hopefully, by the time it comes out, I actually like get around to finishing the first one.
Yeah, I might go back, take a look at that one, and give it another shot. Yeah, I just remember playing it the first time. It just really didn't catch my attention. But I know plenty of people who like it. I mean, they made a whole console just so you could play it on the go.
I mean, he made Smash. Like, that's all you gotta say. Character made Smash.
He did make Smash. Okay. He was a main for like the first 5 months before and after it came out. I'm really feeling it. All right, let's move on. Next game, they showed off Fire Emblem Warriors. I was really hyped for this. I remember in the Discord, I was just typing away. Yes, Fire Emblem. This game is probably going to be awesome. If it's anything like Hyrule Warriors, but with Fire Emblem characters, it's got to be really awesome.
I love the love that Dynasty Warriors is getting at, because I feel like the franchise people forgot about it, and now it's showing up with all of your favorite franchises. Like, oh, we got a Zelda one, now there's a Fire Emblem one. I
think people care more about it when it's not about Chinese stories that no one knows about. Like I'm familiar with the lore, but a lot of people, they don't know who the hell these people are.
You don't want to play with Lubu on a regular basis.
Well, I think when you apply that, and then people say, "Well, you just hit buttons and stuff happens." But I think when you apply that to characters that like people recognize, like Gundams or like Legend of Zelda characters, then suddenly this is pretty awesome. I think it's always been awesome. But
there's nothing wrong with just hitting buttons. I buy Dynasty Warrior games specifically for like when I don't want to think. I just want to sit down, enjoy a game, and like play it.
Like if I want to kill a whole bunch of people, I'm playing Dynasty Warriors. There you go.
Yeah.
So to have Fire Emblem characters in it, it's just
that's gonna be interesting. I mean, I don't know enough about Fire Emblem like the series to like know all the characters, but I think it'll be cool as a learning curve.
I'm not gonna pretend either. I know the new games, obviously. I know Marth. Well, I did play that one. I know Marth. You know, Roy, Ike. You know, Corrin, Robin, all those people. I'm not gonna pretend I ever played the old ones, but it's still gonna be hype. I'm just gonna be interested to see who they throw in there. I hope there's not too much otaku pandering in Fire Emblem Warriors. Well, I guess it depends what you mean by that. Because I know the new Fire Emblem games on the 3DS get a lot of flack because people call them dating sims and visual novels. I personally don't mind that at all. I think it adds to the experience. You still get to kill stuff, so it's like irrelevant to me because it's still Fire Emblem at the end of the day, and if somebody dies, they die forever. So I mean, in terms of this game, well, I guess we'll just have to see.
I mean, that seems to be also a cultural thing. I'm pretty sure Japan just likes those types of games.
Oh, yeah.
That's why Pokemon Sun and Moon has like, oh, take care of your Pokemon and like pet them and brush them. Like they're really into the simulator type of thing.
Fire Emblem Fates had the same mode and they took it up.
Oh yes, because you can't rub like characters. That's a little creepy.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, in America, I should say in American culture, that's creepy. In Japan, it's probably completely normal. In my limited, gaijin American brain, it's probably creepy.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, if it doesn't take away from the gameplay to me, I personally don't care. But yeah. All right, what was the next game? Well, I guess we can do these or skip these. With Dragon Quest 10, 11, and then Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2. For those of you that don't know, Dragon Quest 10 is a MMORPG, sort of like Final Fantasy 14 in that regard. Like, there's no offline story or gameplay. You gotta go straight online. Those are only coming out in Japan. That's one reason. Like, you'll probably just get those.
I don't think they're gonna be very popular in America. Like, we don't really.
Dragon Quest in general just isn't.
Well, yes, the series in general is not very popular,
People
but
don't like Dragon Quest because the battle system is always basically the same. It's basically just turn-based, and that's it. I would rather have that versus Final Fantasy has very gimmicky battle system. Like active time battle to me is not impressive because I'm just waiting to press a button. What's the difference between you just hitting the button and waiting to press a button? That's what I'm saying. I'm perfectly fine with the traditional, like you do your turn, I do my turn battle system.
There are some people that like it and some that don't. I've talked to a lot of people that enjoy like the turn-based battles, and other people that are like, I could do without them. Like, give me something that's more active and like able to do things while
I
I'm
mean,
playing.
but then people go like, "Wow, ATB is way better than turn-based." I mean, at the end of the day, you're still waiting. You're literally waiting to hit
Yeah.
button, and like,
Oh yeah.
the only real advantage is that the enemy can hit you too while you're not paying attention, which is always great.
Yeah.
But
I am a big fan of Dragon Quest though. Like, I've still got my PS2 copy of 8 that I need to dig into and like actually revive and start playing
Marcus
more
loves
of.
that game. He beat the
I play the
crap
death out of it. It's one of the few physical PS2 games I still have the PS2 for. Like,
Dragon Quest V is my favorite. I played the Super Nintendo one first. I got the translation, and then they eventually we got an official release over here on DS, and I still got that one. It's lying around here somewhere. I love that's my favorite one. That game is amazing. Yeah, Dragon Quest games they're all pretty good. It's just like Final Fantasy overshadows them over here. Japan, the complete opposite.
Yeah, well, I know. I remember reading as a kid like Nintendo Power that Japan has like Dragon Quest days where they just cancel school.
That's what I'm saying, right? They know kids are not coming to school.
We're just gonna cancel this day and go play Dragon Quest.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's insane. So yeah, we're probably not getting Dragon Quest 10 or 11. Heroes 1 and 2 we might get because they're motion control games.
And see,
why not?
I was saying this from like the beginning when they first announced the Switch. If we got something like Dragon Quest 10 and 11, like a MMO you can play with it, I think that would just do monster numbers. Obviously not Dragon Quest 10 or 11 because we don't play those here, but like the concept of the MMO on the screen that you can take on the go or go hang out and play with your friends, like I think it'll do well.
I personally think it would do pretty well. I mean, people play Final Fantasy 14, so like you wouldn't want that same kind of experience but on the go. I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. We're not gonna get it.
We'll never see it.
We'll never see it. All right. Next game was Project Octopath Traveler, some sort of RPG from Square Enix.
Did that come before or after the like tease at Persona?
Oh, I skipped that. You're right. Yeah. Okay, let's go back. It was some sort of Shin Megami.
The 5 seconds of the 5 seconds of Shin Megami that they gave us.
Like I knew it was Shin Megami Tensei from the start, but
it was weird looking.
It's not Persona. I'll tell you all that now because I know people only know Shin Megami Tensei from Persona.
No, it's not straight Persona.
Celebrating the anniversary. Other than that,
I misspoke on that.
No, you're good. Yeah. Other than that teaser trailer, I mean they didn't really show you much. Other than that, and I'm randomly being hosted by someone else. See, the auto hosting just kicks in when it feels like it. But anyway, yeah, I mean, there's not much to say about that game because they didn't really tell us anything. So I mean, it still looks pretty good. I mean, Shin Megami Tensei, of course, it's going to be good. It's like automatic.
They've been doing really well on the 3DS. I think they got a couple on the 3DS. I feel like Shin Megami Tensei 4 is on there.
Devil Survivor 1 and 2. Well, those are DS games, but they did get ported to the 3DS. I actually have both on my 3DS. Devil Survivor 1 and 2. Yeah, I mean the not Persona games.
It's been thriving really well.
Yeah, like the not Persona games don't get I think get as much exposure, but like they are just as good, if not better.
Is that part of? I wonder if that's part of the reason why Nintendo can get those, but like obviously the Personas end up going to like PlayStation and stuff like that.
Yeah, perhaps that's it. Yeah. I mean, it's always been on PlayStation, so I don't know.
Well, yeah.
They have some sort of agreement with them, but
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. All right, now we can talk about
now we can
the
jump
Square
into the next
Enix RPG that they got out of their basement bin, forgot about it, and decided to release on the new console. I'm guessing. Project Octopath Traveler. It looks like some sort of 2D RPG, and we didn't really see much from it. It looks pretty interesting though.
I'm torn on it. On one hand, I feel like it's a step back because like why do we have all these like amazing graphic things if we're not going to use them? On the other hand, that seems to be the new thing now. Like the more we have these advancements in graphics, the more people want like a retro experience. So like Stardew Valley does really well because it just looks kind of dated.
If only we had this mentality when the PlayStation and the Nintendo 64 were out, because those games looked butt ugly, but everyone insisted we have 3D graphics. When those machines were like 2D monsters, and they did 2D games so well. But everybody's like, I want butt ugly 3D models. So now that all the graphics are amazing, now we're gonna go back to like 2D sprites and stuff.
Like compare Octopath Traveler to like any random screenshot of like Final Fantasy 15.
There you go.
It's like, oh, we have these movie graphics over here with realistic people in them, and then we got like 2D sprites. Why not?
I don't know, man.
It looks like it'll be fun though. I'll play just
like,
about any
I
like
can get
square
past the graphics. Right, if it's a good
RPG.
RPG, I can get past the graphics. It's not a problem for me. I was gonna say there's not much to say about it because they didn't really show a whole lot.
Nah, they got really like towards the back end of the conference, they got really tight-lipped about things.
But most of the, well, I mean, the games at the beginning were Nintendo games, so obviously they're gonna talk about those
Yeah.
more than like anybody else. But I mean, it was nice seeing some other games. Speaking of other games, Skyrim, Nintendo
The
Switch.
tour of all the people we have that we told you we could actually pull to make games for us.
Oh, hold on, I'll bring that up right now. Actually, I have a picture of that.
Yeah, the list of game companies that they had to try to tell you, like, we can really get these people to make games for us.
And then, meanwhile, Microsoft and Sony are like, okay, well, so can we. What's your point? I know Microsoft's like, do you got a Rare on there?
I was like, the rest of them are everyone's looking at this list and being like, oh, we have all these people already.
Like, so I'm looking at the list. We had Atlas there, Bethesda was there, Sega was there. Thinking of
Konami.
I'm sorry.
I'll say Konami was there. I'll say not Konami, Koei Tecmo, because they're doing the Fire Emblem game.
I was gonna say, speaking of Sega,
EA was there.
Just to get this out of the way, they just announced Sonic Mania, the new Sonic game coming out, is coming out on Switch, confirmed for Switch.
Dead on arrival already.
No way, you think so?
I'm not playing this shit.
Look, I mean, it's 2D.
Well, I see.
That's what people like. Right?
So we already know, like, just based on this list, they're getting a Lego game.
I mean, it's a
like
Nintendo
there's Warner
console.
Brothers, there's Travelers Games.
And it's a Nintendo console. They're guaranteed to get some kind of Lego kid-friendly game. So yeah, which is fine because they're usually good games. Like,
yeah, no, I love the Lego games.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, the next game on the list, yeah, Skyrim. 10 years late, but Nintendo's finally getting Skyrim on their console.
But only a year late from getting it, the Legendary Edition. Which they still haven't confirmed if this is like Legendary or is it just going to be like base Skyrim.
Because like I said, they can't pull a Mass Effect 3 and give me the base version when the other consoles just got like all the DLC
mods and HD
version,
and everything.
Yeah,
all the mods.
So I'm pretty confident it's going to be the version that just came out. Like otherwise, it's like, why the hell would you want to get Switch on a? I mean, you get a Skyrim on Switch. Excuse me.
Switch on Skyrim.
Switch on Skyrim. Well,
you know what? There's probably a mod for it. I can probably mod in on Nintendo Switch into my Skyrim game.
Mod will be made. One of the weapons will just be a Nintendo Switch now. Oh yeah. We can't talk about that. Yes, we can.
We can go back. Whoa!
Nightbot. Crazy.
Whoa!
Stop posting links. All right, we're gonna You know what? Okay, I will fix that right now. I hate when Nightbot goes on a tirade like that.
I think I got him.
You got him?
I think so.
Yeah, Nightbot goes on a tirade. I'm gonna add him to the the trusted people because I'm pretty sure he's not gonna post porn. That's the only reason I do that, because people come in my chat and then they post prawns.
But I have the image here, and you can like probably grab it too.
Oh, there we go again. 10 minutes this time.
Whoa!
What's going on? No one posted any more links. That's all. I fixed the thing. No one do anything. Oh, my Nightbot's it's in the wrong thing. I gotta sign out. Yeah, we did neglect to talk about the
We briefly touched on it, but
you know what? I say let's finish the games.
That's yeah. Well, I mean, after you fix my man so he doesn't get banned from Nightbot anymore.
I have very crappy internet, y'all. I'm sorry. Stuff takes a while. It's amazing you can hear my voice, to be honest. It's amazing you can hear my voice.
Well, you fixed that. I mean, I don't know. Okay, I guess I can go more on Skyrim. All right, we're good. Yep. Cool. I didn't have to. I stalled just long enough.
I mean, it's just gonna take like 2 seconds. I put his name in. Yeah, he should be good now. Yeah, Skyrim was sending me messages right now.
Everyone is. So yeah, I knew this was gonna be like a great night for like stuff. So I tried to get tomorrow. I tried to get like tomorrow off. Like I was trying to get somebody to take my shift. They're like, "Nah, bro,
Okay.
I can't do it." I
Can't
was
do
like, "Whatever, I'll just show up to work."
This is
I
something
don't
you're like,
care.
I'm just gonna call off just because.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be that guy, but I'll show up and like not do anything.
What were we saying about Skyrim? I can't. Oh yeah, the 15 years.
How we shouldn't get the base edition.
Yeah.
Even though they've done that with 2 different games.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Mass Effect 3 on the Wii U. Yeah, I remember that.
Although I take that back because I feel like they got the armored edition of Batman Arkham City, but like nobody cared about it.
It was Wii U, so it was like
the armored edition didn't even do anything other than add Wii U map support.
Which is always, I love having to look down at another screen to see the map when I could just hit start in the game and then do it like that. But okay, I love that kind of stuff.
All right. Here. Did you get a chance to look at the link? I don't know if you want to post that in the video or
Which link?
Actually, if we can grab a different one. He posted a link, but I'm probably gonna like just grab the source.
Yeah, I didn't
so
get a chance to see it, Nightbot. Shut it down too quick.
Yeah. See, this is why you gotta have better Twitch TV, bro. You can see messages that get deleted.
I mean, I this is my channel. You'd think I'd be able to see that anyway, but all right.
I know you gotta mod that shit. Can I get like, the actual link for it? Nintendo did not do a good job of like making this information readily available. There we go. I am posting the link for you, and then you can drop it in the video.
Will I get sued?
Probably.
Sued? Well,
you get a free trial period starting in March.
That's very interesting. Oh, this is the online service?
Yeah.
All right, I want to hold off on this, actually. I want to finish talking about the games. I don't want to go here and then there. But we will absolutely get to that, though. So Skyrim.
Yeah.
Okay, and then after Skyrim, they announced another No More Heroes game.
Without really announcing it. They showed the character, talked about how much they enjoyed it, and then got the fuck off stage.
They basically said, we're making it. It doesn't have a name. Thank you very much.
It does have a name. It does have a date.
Great, thank you very much.
I mean, I'm a fan. I love No More Heroes. Honestly, in the interim, while they're making it, I think they should do like a collection and just like release them.
Yeah, Nintendo Switch collection. Why not? That's what I'm saying. Like, even if I don't see any footage from the game, I mean, it's No More Heroes. There's no way it's gonna suck.
Yeah, I mean, just go ahead, like release No More Heroes 1 and 2, like either as a cartridge collection or like just online on the virtual console, and like just go ahead and play it.
There you go. Well, I mean, some of these games is not really much for us to say because like they barely told us anything.
Yeah, I mean, I'll play Suda 51 games till the end of time though. Right? So
there you go. I played the crap out of No More Heroes on the Wii.
I played that. I played the Killer series.
That's the only game I think I've ever. Because I'm the kind of person that like I don't care if I beat a game on a higher difficulty level. Like I have no interest in it. That game I went out of my way to beat the game on like every damn difficulty level it had. Try to get everything that was in the game.
Like learn all the little wrestling moves.
Yeah. Right. All the was it beam swords, lightsabers? What do they call them?
Yeah, they were beam swords in which you had to shake them up and down repeatedly to charge. Yeah. Imagine doing that with the Joy-Cons now.
That game get motion controls right. They're not overly annoying, but it still feels very immersive, basically. Like you don't have to get up and then hold the damn Wii remote like it's a sword. You just gotta swing it around like a little bit, and the game gets.
No More Heroes had better Wii controls than you playing like Skyward Sword with the fucking Wii Motion Plus.
Oh, yes, gracious. Red Steel.
You didn't even need the Wii Motion Plus for No More Heroes, and it like worked fine.
Red Steel was another game that barely works with the motion controls. Even though I love that game for some dumb reason, it was another game.
The concept is amazing.
Right, that's also when they showed that trailer before the Wii came in. I was like, this game is the most incredible thing I've ever seen in my life. If I can just control it with the the Wii remote, and then you get it, and it's just the most awkward, stiff sort of thing. Like I was the kind of person I beat the game because like I just got used to how stiff and awkward the controls were.
It made you play worse. Like
That's
you
what
had
I'm
to
saying,
be a
right?
worse player.
But you know, beat it. I admit, like, yeah, that wasn't the best controlling game. Could have done better. All right, let's move on to the next game. EA came out to no applause because Japanese people don't care, and then they announced a FIFA game. Now, Japanese people do care about soccer, or as the rest of the world calls it, football.
Yeah.
So yeah, they came out there. I think that's why they announced that game specifically, and not like like NBA Live or like Madden or something. They announced the game that Japanese people would kind of sort of care about.
Well, yeah, because they still play like football there. American football is still very new to them. So like even if they announced it, Madden, like there's a set of fans in like Japan that would love it, but most people just ignore the game.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing with me is like, is it just gonna be FIFA, or are they gonna add some really dumb Switch exclusive gimmick features?
You know what? I can't even be too mad about EA with that because the last Nintendo exclusive feature they gave us was NBA Street V3 with Mario in it.
You know what? No, they had a lot of games on the Wii actually that had motion controls. I remember NBA Live, a lot of the NBA Live games on there. Tiger Woods.
I think there was a Madden too that looked all
Madden.
like weird and blocky and motion controlled.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm hoping they just give you FIFA the game, and then you just control it with the controller. That's it. And maybe if it has some motion stuff, that's separate, but not a part of the core experience. I just want FIFA. Well, I don't want FIFA because I don't play FIFA, but if I were a FIFA fan and I were a Nintendo fan, I would just want straight up, give me FIFA that I control with a regular controller.
Yeah. Yeah, Neospark, if the Switch does well with FIFA, I could see it getting a lot more multiplats. The biggest thing is not even the games doing well, it's just Nintendo having a shitty attitude when it comes to like third-party companies. Like for some reason they act like they don't have to respect them at all.
No, they act like they're too big for them. Like, we make so much money on our own, we don't need you. Like, when it's clearly the opposite. Third-party companies are how consoles live and thrive. I mean, there's a reason that the PS4 and the Xbox One are still a thing, and the Wii U is gone now.
Well, I mean, some of that was also, we're going to release a system, but we're not going to tell third parties like a lot about the infrastructure and like how it's built until it's ready to come out.
Nintendo just has a very weird mentality about like they still think it's 1985 and they run the console industry. Like, that's how they act.
Support from Rockstar. I mean, it would be cool, but Rockstar honestly doesn't need the Nintendo crowd. Like most of Nintendo's fan base isn't the fan base Rockstar has.
I mean,
like I would love to see GTA or something on the Switch, but it's not going to happen because Rockstar just feels like they don't need them. And they really don't. Like between Microsoft PC and like PlayStation, I think they're doing fine. And, the Splatoon crowd isn't necessarily the Rockstar crowd. I'm trying to say it as nice as I can about Nintendo fans.
Unless they're going to make some exclusive titles for like the Switch. But I mean, it's like you said, I would like to see like a Grand Theft Auto, like Red Dead Redemption, something like that on the Switch. But I mean, it would legitimize the console if those games.
It would,
there, right? It's like this.
I mean, at worst, I could see like a port coming to it, like, oh, here's a throwaway game we have, like, sort of like they're doing with Skyrim for Bethesda.
Right. Exactly.
It's a game we already had; it's already worked out. Just take it on the Switch.
I mean, they could release the new Red Dead on that console.
Yeah, they could. I don't think they will. if anything, we would see yet another port of like GTA 5.
Yeah. Why not?
Why not? I mean, just to get it everywhere. I would love to see Red Dead on there. Like when I first saw the ad for 1-2 Switch before I knew what it was, I just saw Cowboys. I'm like, yo, are they getting Red Dead?
Yeah, I didn't know what the hell. You know what? No. You know what? I wasn't that optimistic. I knew it was gonna be some gimmicky motion game. I was just waiting to see what. I already knew like he's gonna pull out a controller instead of a gun. Like I had the most blank expression on. Like I already knew it was coming.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's all we can say on third parties. Like they have the massive list. It's how many of those people actually make games.
Yeah, it's depends. Yeah, well, it depends on what kind of games they make, I guess. That's all I'm saying. Are you gonna get watered down Switch ports, or are you gonna get the same games? Because it needs to be the same games. It can't be the game, but with motion controls now, it's like no, this isn't 2011. I don't care Like I personally, I'm so tired of motion controls. Like man, that's why I needed to explain the Joy-Cons. I was just like, like what else do you got? All right,
From Software, maybe they'll give us like a Dark Souls on the Switch or something.
Dark Souls Switch. Yeah, it'll just be called Dark Souls Switch.
And they'll be pissed off. You want to throw your Joy-Cons.
That's why they got the wrist strap. Okay. That's why they got the wrist strap.
So you can't throw them out of range.
Exactly why they got the wrist strap. All right.
They need to get.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I say they got to get Kojima on this, man. They need to get his game, Death Stranding, to come to the Switch.
There you go. Well, he's not gonna want anything to do with it. Konami's on the system. Not gonna.
Just because they signed, because you're like me or them. You signed Konami, you got to drop them from the label.
And then he's like, yeah, well, fuck it, Konami. I mean, they still got Metal Gear, right? Okay, Konami.
Yeah, they still own all of the franchises that they've mothballed.
All right, Konami, then it's fair, fine with me. All right, there was one more game they showed there, and it was the big one that we were all waiting to learn more about. That was The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. And man, I was kind of blown away. First of all, people were talking, and like it was Japanese, but people were still talking. I don't think anyone's ever talked in a Zelda game.
No, they haven't, and I love just not hearing the random sounds they started making, like actually hearing words. I doubt it's actually going to be in the game. I think that was just for the trailer. But
I would be highly disappointed, and I would think that's false advertising because like that looked like some of that stuff looked like in-game scenes to me. Like people were actually talking. I would be very, very, very disappointed if that game does not have voice acting.
I know it needs it so bad.
Like, don't even put voice acting in the trailer then. That just drives me crazy.
And that's another thing. People are like, oh, I don't want to hear a voice for Link. Grow up. Like, it's 2017.
I mean, he's not going to talk.
Like, he's not going to have the voice that you imagined him to have. Like, I don't know what you expect.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't even have to talk. He can still have the grunts. Like, nobody even in the trailer even calls him by name. So, to me, you can still rename him, was what I'm thinking. He doesn't even have to talk. Like, there's been plenty of games where, like, you ever play Half-Life? Gordon Freeman never talks. Everybody else does, and it still works. Like, just think of it like that.
Like, as long as it turn out as bad as fucking Metroid, where, like, you just don't want to hear Samus speak at all.
Oh, God. I mean, that game has problems far worse than voice acting, man. I've never, like, that game, it gave me hives. That's how upset I was when I was playing that game. I got hives.
We gotta dig that up in, like, Let's Play or something.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I think I still got it lying around, but, I mean, I can't explain how much I hated that game. Like, man. But, I guess that's a tale for another day. But going back to Zelda, I mean, that game looks gorgeous. I don't know how they're fitting this game on that cartridge, but it looks gorgeous.
Yeah, no, it looks amazing. I mean, I'm excited to grab it. I'm checking out this link.
Yeah, I thought you got quiet. You're looking at that link, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'd be lying if I said I was hyped for that game before today. Because I play Zelda games, but I'm not the kind of guy who geeks out over every new Zelda game. But I mean, it looks pretty good. Like I said, they really got that voice acting. I mean, there's some crazy stuff happening in that trailer. I would show that trailer on here, but I'm pretty certain I'm going to get sued.
No, we can't actually do that.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain I'm going to get sued. So yeah, I'm just not going to do that.
Okay, so just highlighting some of the things that they put on that link. There's a little bit more battery life information. They're estimating that The Legend of Zelda can be played for roughly 3 hours on a single charge.
I'm telling you, they definitely said depending on game. That was kind of disappointing to me. If it's already going to have...
Yeah, it varies depending on the software and usage conditions.
That's what I'm saying. If it's already going to vary depending on the software, then they should have tried... I don't know. 6 hours is still bad to me, but if it was 6 hours for every game regardless, I could live with that. But then...
Well, that's the
this
thing.
Game
6 hours.
Right.
3 hours for Legend of Zelda, though.
That's... I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, you're probably going to be sitting at the house playing this. I can imagine like a 10-year-old on the bus with his Switch. But like other than that, I think most people would have enough common sense. Like not to leave the house with that thing.
Yeah. What is this here? Power button, volume button. It all looks basically the same. Like, there's USB ports for the little power dock. I'm glad that it's actually going to run HD because it needs to. It's 2017. Like, there should not be an option.
I mean, they did show the HDMI cable in the conference.
Yeah,
I appreciated that.
It's part of the bundle.
Right, I appreciated that. I mean,
straps.
I mean, there was.
Oh yeah, it just shows.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It just shows a lot of the buttons and stuff on this website.
I mean, there's no way it wasn't going to be HD. That would have been insane. Yeah. Like that would have been insane. Yeah, we did finish talking about the games. That's good. I already mentioned how much I hate the controller. So I say let's talk about that online service now.
Okay, yeah.
The generic Nintendo Switch online service. That's such a wonderful name. I'm gonna assume the name is pending and that they're actually gonna call it something else. Like I hope. But
I hope so, but it's Nintendo. You never know. Here, let me drop that link again.
Well, the biggest news was that we're going to have to start paying for our online, like PlayStation and Xbox. That's kind of a bummer to me, but I expected that. And I think we did talk about that when they revealed the Switch during that last podcast, that they were likely going to charge us for online, which is fine, like I said. I mean, they're trying to match the competition, so might as well get some.
Okay, but if you're going to charge me, friend codes need to be gone.
Like, there should be no excuse. Yeah, they didn't really talk about.
Like, it tells you can create a Nintendo account, and that's great. But if my account is all I need, that's fine. I'm not doing friend codes anymore. Like,
I mean, the fact that they haven't mentioned friend codes makes me think there's no friend codes. I would hope so, but I mean, I can't honestly say for sure. But I mean, you could do it. Yeah, your Nintendo account. They were talking about mobile. So I mean, I'm gonna go on a limb and say no friend codes. Like, if I'm paying for it, yeah, no goddamn friend codes. Come on.
Yeah. There should be no friend codes. There should be no limit to the amount of, like, friends I can have. I'm looking at the non-subscribers versus people who pay list. It looks like the biggest thing is going to be online gameplay.
Which is fine.
If you don't pay, you can't play online.
Which is fine. I mean, that's pretty much the standard. You got to accept that.
It's going to be... Well, based on the service, it's looking a lot like PSN Plus.
Yeah, PlayStation Plus, yeah.
Online gameplay, online lobby and voice chat,
deals,
monthly game downloads, and exclusive deals.
And then if you don't feel like paying, you can do all the normal stuff. eShop, register, manage friends, screenshots. Oh, I get to control the parental controls app. That's fascinating. It's a fascinating free feature. I mean, yeah, I guess that's a good thing. It's basically PlayStation Plus. So if you have any experience with that, you love it or hate it, that's basically what you're going to get on the Switch.
Ew. I don't like the monthly game download, though. Have you seen the detail on that?
I'm looking at it. I mean, don't you just get a free game?
A free NES or Super NES game.
I mean, fair enough. I mean, I'd rather they not make me pay for the same goddamn virtual console games I've been buying for years. If they're going to give it to me for free, that's fine with me.
I'm just like, if you're going to limit it to that, though, that's literally like PSN being like, oh, so you get a free PS1 game.
I mean, PSN, it's more whatever they decide is free.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like,
sometimes it's great indies, sometimes it's like AAA games.
That's what I'm saying. At least with this, you know exactly what you're getting. It's always going to be a quality Nintendo game.
True. Well, yeah, quality until you get like Balloon Fight 1 month.
I mean, I guess that depends on the person. But I would rather play Balloon Fight than some of the stuff that PlayStation Plus gives me. Like, some of these games I've never heard of. I try them out and I don't like them. I'm like, all right.
That is true.
I'm paying for
But then they turn around and give you like Resident Evil HD 1 month.
They gave us 2K16 last year. Sometimes they do stuff like that. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. One online on some other old games like N64 or GameCube. It'll be interesting.
Phantasy Star online.
Yes, like, if you dropped a Phantasy Star or something like
online, that. I would buy that like as soon as possible. Get a keyboard and just play Phantasy Star online.
Like, if you wanted to drop like Smash 64, but make an online version too.
You know what? Everyone wants Super Smash Bros.
If you're
Melee.
so hungry for Smash 64.
Yeah, but no, people really want Melee HD. Online play. That's what they want under the release.
It's already pretty much confirmed. They've already said they're adding GameCube games to the virtual console.
Well,
so I'm pretty sure Melee's going to be there first, probably.
I mean, are they going to up the resolution? I wonder when we finally do get those games.
Probably not, because I feel like this is going to be progressive scan. But if you get other games like Bat and Chaos and stuff like that, like,
I mean,
you might
I can get any
there.
GameCube game I want, so
that is true.
Interesting. I'm not going to say how, but I can get any GameCube game I want.
Obviously you own them all already.
Of course, I have a whole library of games. I'm looking at them right now.
Exactly. Beautiful discs.
Man, but going back to the online, yeah, basically, if you have any familiarity with PlayStation Plus, that's basically what it's going to be. Which to me, it's fine, but I mean, nobody wants to pay for online, but I mean, that's just how it is nowadays.
I mean, it's become that. Like, you know you're going to pay for online. It's kind of built in.
The good times are over.
Unless you have a PC, then you're not paying for it.
Yeah, right, unless you have a PC, right. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, you're right, it's already bad enough I gotta pay the ISP and then I gotta pay Nintendo or PlayStation so that I can play the game that I bought.
Or both,
online.
if you own both.
Or both, right. Oh, that's gonna be a nightmare for me, man.
Oh my god, wait till you get to, like, if they ever do actually release a Pokemon. Oh, you can't do online battles unless you pay.
Wow, man. You can't trade or do anything? I don't know. They might make an exception for that. That's insane.
You'd have to do local trades.
Oh, that's insane.
Like go meet up with your friends, trade, and then go home. You can't do any, like, GPS.
Okay, I can see not battling people, but you gotta let me trade. Come on. There has to be an exception.
You're gonna be trading with the people around you.
The NPCs, man. That's all I'm trading with.
Yeah, no, I'm hoping Game Freak would step up and be like, nah, we're not gonna make people pay to have access to this.
That's all I'm saying. Like, give me that at least. Like, that's crazy.
But
I didn't even think
no
of
Mario Kart online, no Smash online without paying.
Smash and
No
Mario
Splatoon
Kart. See, I
online.
can live with that because I'm the kind of person I would play that more offline anyway. Like, if I'm going to
No
a tournament
Splatoon, bro.
or, like, a local.
No Splatoon online.
No Splatoon at all. Man.
Because it's got some campaign, but like not enough.
Pretty
Most of it is online.
Yeah. I don't know. At least it has that, right? I mean, games coming out now, they don't have offline. It's just straight up online. Or no. Overwatch is like that.
I was like, Overwatch?
Overwatch gets away with it, though. What other game? Dang, whatever.
Battlefront doesn't really have a single player campaign.
I mean, it's got something. Overwatch literally has, like, you get to go do training, and that's it. And even then, I think you got to be connected to the internet. Like, you can't not.
The first 2 weeks of Street Fighter V.
Oh god, Street Fighter! Don't talk.
Where it was basically just online lobby or nothing.
Let's not talk about that. That game is still very bare bones. Okay, I'm sorry if there's.
It's an esports game. That's all. It's an esports game. Just show up, go fight people.
King of Fighters for comparison has a ton of offline modes, and it's 1,000 times better than Street Fighter V. But that's not. I'm not gonna get into this conversation on this stream because I'm gonna piss a lot of people off.
That's a much different.
Yeah, I'll make another podcast about how much Street Fighter V sucks ass, but I'm talking about the Nintendo Switch right now, and it's PSN. Like, I mean, yeah, we got through all the games. Launch date March 3rd, 2017. $300. Did they say what the launch games were?
Breath of the Wild is coming out on launch day.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that's a big one. Yeah, that is coming out straight up on launch. And you're not.
1-2 Switch is a launch title.
That's fantastic. That's whatever.
I don't think anything else, as far as I know, has been released on launch. But yeah, no, they played this whole game of, well, Breath might not be ready, it might be ready.
Oh, they're just
boom, it's here on launch day anyway. Oh yeah.
I've learned when the developer says we're not making the game, or like we're not done, like it's been done like a month ago. They're just sitting on it. Like, yeah, they can't see it. I mean, anything else you took from that press conference that you'd like to share?
It seems like they're really trying to get back in touch with the Wii U crowd. Like, they realized the Wii U didn't do what they wanted it to do, and that they're not going to get the hardcore gaming crowd. So now they're going back to some family-friendly games.
I mean, that's still a very important market. Yeah, I think we also did discuss that in the last podcast about the Switch, how important it is. Like, they gotta appeal to the hardcore gamers, but they can't forget like who's giving them the money right now. Like, they're still making that bank off the casual games, the children's games, you know, all those kind of games. Like, they're still making
children.
Right, they're still making crazy bank off that. So they can't forget about that.
Yeah, I mean that's important. Like, if that's the market you're gonna get, it's the market you're gonna get. Like, I don't think Sony's chasing that market. Like, Microsoft damn sure isn't chasing it.
Sony, I guess it just depends on what game, but yeah, they don't. I mean, they don't make a big fuss about it.
I think that's, you know, pretty much it. You want to get into what I guess most excited and least excited for?
Most excited for is...
Are we taking Breath of the Wild out of this, or are we keeping it in? I think that's everybody's most excited.
It's up to you. Yeah, you can put Breath of the Wild. I mean, yeah, that game, of course. I'm going
to throw it to the side because I feel like everyone's excited for that.
All right, fair enough. All right, so most excited. You know what? Let me do least excited first because that's easier for me. The goddamn controllers. We've already been on that. I'm least excited to see all the shovelware that comes on this console. Because like the
Oh my
Wii and the
god.
Wii U, they can't help it. It's because they have such gimmicky controls that like it takes like 2 seconds to make a game on there.
Yeah.
Versus like there's like no quality control. But yeah, I'm not ready for all the shovelware, and I'm just waiting for a lot of good potential games. Arms comes to mind that are gonna get ruined by motion controls. Excuse me. Like, cause I just feel like they're gonna release it, and then the only way to control it is with those Joy Cons, and I'm gonna be very upset. Gonna completely ruin the game for me.
You're just not gonna buy it then.
I mean, I guess I can't play a fighting game where like I gotta move my hands. That's stupid. Like, just let me hit a button.
Are you trying to tell me you don't have those hands?
I don't have those hands.
Bruh.
Virtual or real life, I don't have those
Arms
hands.
is gonna teach you how to get the hands out. That's what it's gonna teach.
It's gonna teach you how to bob and weave.
Bob and weave, and then get the hands.
And you try it in real life and you get beat up. It's like, why didn't the video game teach me how to fight properly? I don't understand.
I don't get this. Oh my
What
god,
was I
it's
doing?
2017. Someone might actually sue for that.
And then,
Somebody might sue. Like, the kid plays arms, and then he got beat up. Why did your game not teach him how to protect himself?
And then I guess another least excited thing is how the online will work. Because you brought up a very good thing, a good point that I didn't even consider. Like, how are Pokemon games going to work on this thing if you don't have whatever the subscription service is? Like, can you just not do anything? And I can live with not being able to battle people. And not being able to trade, like, that's too much for me. Like, that's crazy. Like, I'd be livid if I had to go spend, let's say it costs about what PSN does. If I had to go spend like $50 for like 1 year just to trade some Pokemon.
I mean, that's on top of the charge for like Pokemon Bank if they ever institute that on the
That's what I'm
Switch.
saying. Like, just,
You're getting into a lot of money at that point, and they still haven't discussed what the price for like online is going to be.
I expect it to be like PlayStation Plus. I mean, they're doing it, so like, why can't Nintendo, right?
They're also going to get like, they're pretty much going to get everybody locked in, and then you're going to like lose your stuff too, because it's a free trial until fall, and then like when it really drops in fall, then you're going to have like no access unless you pay. So you'll be so used to it, and then just gone.
Yeah, they'll give you a taste of it. I mean, that's the idea, that you get a taste of it, and then you'll want more.
Yeah.
that's the idea. All right, I did the least excited and most excited. I'm still waiting on that Smash port. I fully expect that to come.
It's got to.
It's got
Either
to.
a Smash port, or they're going to announce like Smash 5.
You know what? I can't imagine
Ash.
I can't imagine they're doing it anytime soon. Like maybe another 5 or 6 years we'll get Smash 5. But and then I'm just interested to see like what kind of games get made for this thing. Because I mean, I would kind of hope that people understand. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I lost my train of thought. Wow. Gonna say, I hope the developers take it seriously. They don't go like, well, we just gotta make a shitty Nintendo game real quick just to make some money. So we'll give them a port of a good game and ruin it with like watered down controls. So yeah, I'm hoping the Switch gets some really good third party support. I mean, that's what they've been touting all this time, and I'll put up the list of
it's
developers.
quietly been the thing they've been losing on the last couple generations too.
And I don't know if that's because they don't care or because they think they're too big for third-party developers, but like it's been a big thing. Yeah, I mean, you see PlayStation getting like Final Fantasy or something, or all the AAA games, and then the Wii or the Wii U they're stuck with. I mean, it's Mario and Zelda, of course, those are good games, but like they don't get anything besides.
I mean, it's at this point. It's at the point where you can't sell a console on Mario, Zelda, and Metroid anymore.
I mean, look at the Dreamcast. Same thing. Like all the good Dreamcast games were made by Sega themselves. Like, every other game, I mean, with some rare exceptions, of course. But I mean, that's why that system died. No third-party support. That was one of the reasons. There's a lot of reasons about the Dreamcast, but
and they realized we're really good at making games, so we should probably just make games only. And then Sonic went downhill.
I don't talk about 3D Sonic games. I think none of them are good. Like people rave up and down about Sonic Adventure 2. I think that game is like garbage. I think the Sonic and Shadow levels are decent, but then the rest of the game is garbage. But you know what?
Adventure 2 or Adventure 2 Battle? Because I like Battle more.
Like the multiplayer.
I mean, I thought it was pretty good.
They're the same game besides.
Yeah.
Having some extra multiplayer stuff. I mean, but Sonic Adventure 2 in
cool.
general is just I think it's a garbage game.
It's a It's a beast.
Like
It's
all
a
three, like
problem.
Sonic doesn't really belong in 3D. I think that's the problem. Like Generations doesn't right because it's mostly like a 2D game, and that's why people like Mario. I don't know. He just does it better. Like he transitioned better.
I feel like the speed of Sonic does not work in a 3D environment. Like
Yeah, something just
you
feels
lose
off.
control if you go 3D.
Yeah, something it just feels off. I don't know. To me, they've never nailed. I think Adventure 2, as much as I don't like the game, that was the closest they got to like the original games.
Yeah.
And then it's just been downhill from there. And then they're going back to 2D. So what does that tell you? They're going right back to it. Well, oh, I guess it's your turn then.
I say so. Probably for my least excited, I'm with you. Like all the shovelware that I don't really want to play.
You're like 13 Carnival games.
Yeah.
And they're all motion control. Ugh.
Not excited at the prospect of paying for online, but at the same time, if I do get the concessions of like no friend codes and some stuff like that, I'd be willing to do it.
Yeah, I don't like it either, but it's just kind of
It's the way it is. It's the way. They were the last holdout.
Yeah, exactly right. It is what it is.
Not excited for limited battery life, but that's kind of what it is.
God, man, that still bothers me. I mean, what is shovelware? Shovelware are like those games you go to the game store and then they cost like $15-$20 and they're like 13 Carnival games. And then
Let's play Wii Carnival.
Just
stuff like that.
Games you look at and you know it's bad just from looking at the box. Like all the children's games, like the Wii had a ton of shovelware, like half the library of Wii games. Like
if you're a fan of Game Grumps, any game where they will collect and say, "Oh, we went to GameStop and spent like $30 on this bag of games," that's all shovelware.
Like man, just games that they took like a month to make and then they threw it on the console. And they have like the worst motion controls, just garbage shovelware. I'm gonna put a link.
Something you release really quickly.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a link in the chat. Some good ones on here. Man.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, go ahead.
All right, yeah, but definitely the online service, the shovelware. I'm gonna reserve judgment. I was gonna add 1-2 Switch to my least excited, but you know what? Maybe it'll be good.
I mean,
maybe.
I think you said it the best. It looks like some sort of tech demo of like.
Yeah. So maybe that. My most excited is definitely the ports. I want to see some really good ports. I like Skyrim. I like Smash Bros. I want to see that to be ported. Just some games that have been longing for like love and ports.
Yeah.
Like I think Nintendo should definitely get on like bringing some of those franchises to their system and their console. I had some more in my head, but I completely like lost them. I don't even remember what they were.
And they're doing good already with Splatoon because they kind of got the rough end of the stick by being on the Wii U, and then they killed the Wii U as fast as they. I mean, they had a good amount of time on that console, but now they're killing it. But I mean, yeah, they're giving it new life. They gave it a sequel. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I fully expect Smash to be on the Switch. I mean, like, who doesn't play Smash? And like, they're making bank off that game. I mean, they're making bank off like Melee still too.
Well, yeah, because there's a dedicated group of people that will only play Melee.
And I remember that one Evo. They didn't want anybody playing Melee. Like they told Evo, no, you can't have that game there. It's our game. And then they realized, wait a minute, we can make some money off it. And they were like, okay, you can have the game there, but we're gonna sponsor it. So whatever revenue you get from that, we'll get a piece of that.
That seems to be Nintendo's like MO for things, though, because that's how they ran the. I mean, they're running the tournaments for Pokemon like that now, where like you look at the rules and it's like, oh, you can only use Alola Pokemon, like ones that are like in the Pokedex. You can't use anything other than that.
It's a little
like we're gonna force you to play the new shit.
We're a little scumbaggy, but I mean,
we're gonna force you to do it.
That's how it is. Yeah. Okay. Well, did you have anything else? Was that it?
Nah, I think that's it.
Yeah, I think we covered about everything.
I'll check the chat and make sure there's nothing. Oh, go ahead.
Except poor Europe not getting release date.
Oh,
I was laughing.
They'll probably get one. They'll probably get one tomorrow. To be honest with you,
they just announced it at the conference though? Like that didn't make any sense. I don't know. It's like Japan, this date. North America, this date. European, go check your game stores.
They probably don't want Europe to be all upset because I feel like they always have delays on things when we get them on time.
Yeah. Sometimes they get stuff before us.
Well, that happens. Yeah, that happens all the time. Too.
Like Xenoblade Chronicles, I think they got before we did.
Probably.
Yeah, that game, Last Story, and Pandora's Tower, if that's the game, if I remember that correctly. They got those games before us, so when we got them over here, all those games had like British voice acting. And it was hard for me to understand sometimes. Like, what the hell are these guys saying? These thick ass accents.
What the hell are they saying?
But yeah. I think we're done here.
Any other? I don't see anything in the chat. I'll give the chat like a few more minutes to drop any other questions in there.
Some serious delays. Yeah, we'll give them. Yeah, if you got any more questions, stream, we'll take them. If not, we will call it a night. It is 1 a.m. where I'm at. Not that I'm going anywhere tomorrow, but I would like to get some sleep.
I will be up and out of the house by 6 o'clock tomorrow.
That is lovely. Maybe I should have typed it in the chat. It would have been faster. I'm just gonna do it now because like the stream is on a serious delay.
Go for it.
I don't know if that's I don't know if that's me or it's because Twitch is just very stingy with banning.
Twitch is really delayed in general.
Yeah, that's why I think it's just Twitch. Like I was saying, Hitbox. I was gonna switch to Hitbox, but nobody uses Hitbox. Like from what I've heard, there's barely like no delay.
Yeah, it's a lot less, but nobody uses it.
That sucks.
Okay, so they got a capture button on the Joy-Cons. I'm just kind of looking over some last bits of tech news while we wait on them. All right, I think he's... Wait, let me check the viewer list. I think he might be the only person here. Yeah.
Fine with me.
Well, if he's got no questions and nobody has any questions, we're going to shut this down then.
All right, gotta do some advertising at the end here. Okay,
yes.
I don't know. You probably can't see the stream right now, but I got something up. I just made a Patreon.
Oh, I can see it. Yeah, we're good.
Patreon.com/DiamondDust132. If anybody out there wants to help support me, support this Twitch channel, support me on YouTube, any amounts, I would greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I just started that up. Trying to get some help on that. Let me get some shout outs. DreamCancel.com. It has nothing to do with the stream. That's King of Fighters. I'm a big King of Fighters player. I have a lot of tutorials on my channel. If you do enjoy playing King of Fighters, I would recommend you check out DreamCancel.com. That is the go-to source for King of Fighters info and news, stories, whatever. King of Fighters.
If you don't play King of Fighters, go to Dream Cancel. I am not an avid King of Fighters player, and I've been there, checked it out, and it has me wanting to play. I'm kind of hyped. I got to get into it. I dropped Street Fighter. Tekken's not here yet. Injustice isn't here yet.
You absolutely need to get King of Fighters. That is the best fighting game on the market right now to me. If not that, then it's Guilty Gear. But to me, King of Fighters, that's the best fighting game on the market.
So, and if you're like still hesitant as to whether you want to get into it, definitely check them out.
Yeah, like I said, I do have tutorials on my channel. If you've ever been interested in playing the game. Of course, I got to give a shout out to my partner in crime over here, TheBlkOtaku.
You can find me as TheBlkOtaku on pretty much everything. TheBlkOtaku on Twitch, at BLKOtaku on Twitter. We're on SoundCloud, TheBlkOtaku there. I'm probably going to start trying to do more podcasts and get those uploaded. You can also find me on YouTube by searching for TheBlkOtaku.
Yeah, I got all my links to my stuff on my channel somewhere. Wait, you are black? We're both black. Does that ruin everything?
But I am the TheBlkOtaku.
Very African American. Yeah.
Am I black? No, I'm actually a white dude.
I'm very. I don't sound black, but I'm very black. I've. You know what? I'm gonna go off topic. I've had a job interview where like I talked to the lady. I had the interview. I go up there and the first thing she said when she saw me, "You're black?"
Oh, it's always the best part.
That's how white I sound, I guess. You're black? She didn't say it in like a mean sort of way. She just said it kind of like she thought it was funny that I was a white guy, and then like there's this...
Don't worry, Neospark. You are not the first or the only person if you were actually serious about that.
I'm sorry, I get that all the time. I get people because it's sound my voice.
Hence why I am the TheBlkOtaku. I have to remind people. Damn it, we're out here being colorful people.
Oh my god.
I am the embodiment of Huey Freeman.
You know what? This was only an hour 30 minutes. It felt like it was way longer.
Good content.
But yeah, if you can support me on Patreon, that'd be great. Of course, check out DreamCancel.com if you are at all interested in King of Fighters gameplay, video tutorials, etc. That's the place to go. Of course, check out my man TheBlkOtaku, who's on Twitter. He's on Twitch. He's just about every damn where.
I am everywhere. I am here in the stream hanging out. You can add me on PSN at young YUNG underscore TEE 88. Young T88.
Yeah, you can add me
I
on.
play a lot of
Oh, okay,
Overwatch
I'm
there.
sorry.
I play a lot of Overwatch there, so there you
I
go.
also play a lot of Overwatch. My PSN is just the same as my Twitch name. I use this name everywhere. Makes it convenient. Use this name
I wish I
everywhere.
could. I'm not giving up all my online content though.
Or PSN would just let you change your name.
Oh yeah, it'd be great if they would.
Let's change your damn name. All right, we've been rambling on too long. Let's end the stream. Thanks, guys, for watching. We may be back with something. We'll find something else to talk about, video game related, or maybe not. Maybe we'll just find something to talk about.
We
So
might just bullshit for a bit.
yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. Right. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you later.
See ya.